A powerful helicopter now challenges fixed-wing aircraft with performance once thought impossible. The MD-564 redefines rotorcraft performance with game-changing design upgrades. And here's why it outruns, outlifts, and outlasts many small planes.
Classic 500 model, except we bolted on a few extra pieces of tech from our catalog, if you will. 6-bladed main, 4-bladed tail, C-47 in the rear end, gives this aircraft a lot more power than it typically has.
And that's where we get the name from, the MD-564, from the 500 series, 6 main rotor blades, 4 tail rotor blades.
Right.
All right, and this is going to be a screamer. We got some good power coming out of this thing. Tell us about the performance.
And here's where it all starts to get wild. The MD-564 isn't some random new helicopter just tossed together overnight. It carries decades of aviation DNA, a lineage built on the legendary MD-500 series. This isn't hype. Pilots and fans alike know the MD-500 family for one thing first: speed. These machines have always been the nimble sprinters of the rotorcraft world, zipping through the sky with a blend of agility and raw punch that makes you sit up and notice. Think about it. The MD-500E, one of the earlier models, already cruises around 135 knots. That's 155 miles per hour. Faster than a lot of small planes you'd expect to beat a helicopter. That's a serious baseline, and the MD-564 doesn't just sit on it, it pushes it further. Every design tweak, every engineering upgrade builds on that foundation. It's in the DNA. Decades of lessons learned, every rotor twist and engine tweak tested in real-world conditions. Pilots who've flown the older MD-500s know the confidence these birds inspire. Tight turns, precise control, and that unmistakable sense of speed that makes your stomach sink in the best way when you punch the throttle. That history? That's why the MD-564 starts ahead of most helicopters before it even leaves the hangar. But wait, it's about to get way more shocking. The MD-564's real secret weapon? That 6-bladed main rotor is spinning above your head. At first glance, it might seem like just a number. I mean, what's the difference between 4 blades, 5 blades, 6 blades? Turns out everything. Here's the deal. More blades mean more lift. Each blade slices through the air, generating force that keeps the helicopter aloft. Stack 6 of them together instead of the usual 2 or 4, and you suddenly have a huge boost in usable power. That's a lift you can use to haul heavier payloads, punch through hot and high conditions, or just accelerate faster without worrying about losing control. Pilots notice it immediately. The craft feels planted, responsive, like it's glued to the sky even when you push it to the edge. And yes, adding more blades isn't free. There's complexity, more mechanical parts, more maintenance, more engineering headaches. Every extra rotor blade adds weight, more stress on the gearbox, and subtle vibration challenges. But here's the kicker. The engineers at MD looked at that trade-off and said, "Fine, we'll take the extra complexity if it gives us performance margins most helicopters can't touch." And that's exactly what they did. The 6-blade design doesn't just lift more, it moves air more efficiently. Each blade interacts with its neighbors in a carefully tuned dance that reduces turbulence, improves airflow, and lets the helicopter slice through the sky with less wasted energy. Think of it like upgrading from a 4-lane road to 6 lanes. More traffic flows smoothly, less congestion, higher speed. That's exactly how the MD-564's rotor behaves in motion. It's not just raw power, it's precision power. The 6-blade rotor spreads the load across more surfaces, keeps the ride stable at high speeds, and makes handling crisp. Even when you push the throttle hard, climb aggressively, or sling external loads, That rotor system keeps the helicopter agile and confident. So yeah, it's wild. A helicopter designed with 6 blades spinning overhead, giving lift, stability, and the kind of speed margins that make you wonder why anyone would ever think a rotorcraft can't run circles around small planes. Wait, you're watching right now, but not subscribed to the channel. Go ahead and smash that subscribe button so we can move on with the video. You did. Okay, cool. Now back to the video. Just when you thought the 6-blade main rotor was the headline, the tail rotor quietly steals some of the spotlight. The MD564 uses a 4-bladed tail rotor, and it might not look flashy, but it's a game changer for control and stability, especially at higher speeds. Here's why it matters. The tail rotor counters the torque of the main rotor, keeps the helicopter from spinning like a top, and allows pilots to maintain precise yaw control. With 4 blades instead of the traditional 2, the rotor distributes force more evenly, reducing vibration and making the aircraft feel far steadier in motion. That stability isn't just comfortable, it directly boosts performance. Less energy gets wasted correcting unwanted yaw or wobble, meaning the helicopter moves forward more efficiently and smoothly. Picture this. You're pushing the MD564 into a high-speed forward dash. Each tail rotor revolution is working in harmony with the main rotor, keeping the aircraft locked on course, letting pilots make tight maneuvers without stress. That precision is one reason the MD564 can sustain speeds that put small planes on notice. Stability isn't just a comfort feature here. It's a raw performance multiplier. And here's where the heart of the beast really shows itself. The MD564 isn't just about rotor blades, it's about what drives them. That's the Rolls-Royce 250-C47E/3 turboshaft engine, a powerhouse that cranks out serious horsepower for a light helicopter. Pilots know that engine performance can make or break speed and responsiveness, and in this case, it absolutely makes it. But raw power alone doesn't tell the full story. The MD564 comes equipped with FADEC, Full Authority Digital Engine Control. And that's a huge deal. FADEC manages every millisecond of engine operation automatically, optimizing fuel flow, adjusting RPMs, and keeping the helicopter running at peak efficiency without constant pilot input. That means climbs, high-speed dashes, and long cruises are smoother, more precise, and less taxing on the pilot. You're not just pushing throttle and hoping for the best. The system keeps the engine performing perfectly in every situation. Compare that to most older helicopters. They rely on manual adjustments, leaving performance more variable and energy less efficiently used. With the 250-C47E/3 and FADEC together, the MD564 gets power where it counts, making acceleration sharper and top-end speed higher. It's the combination of raw thrust and intelligent management that lets this helicopter start to rival small planes in speed while keeping vertical agility intact. Think about it. Every rotor blade, every movement, every RPM is finely tuned. The result? A helicopter that doesn't just lift or hover. It flies with confidence, precision, and speed that makes you question everything you thought you knew about rotorcraft limitations.
MD Helicopters is American.
And just when you thought we'd covered all the performance tricks, the MD-564 throws another curveball: payload and range that would make most helicopters jealous. This isn't just about lifting a few passengers or a tiny bit of cargo. The MD-564 can carry 650 pounds internally and 750 pounds externally, putting it in a whole different league. That's enough to haul extra gear, emergency equipment, or even heavy mission payloads without breaking a sweat. But it's not just about weight, it's about distance. With a 4-hour endurance and a range-topping 400 nautical miles, this helicopter starts competing with light airplanes. Think about it. Most rotorcraft struggle to cover that distance without refueling, but the MD-564 can keep going, sustained by efficient engine management, advanced rotors, and carefully tuned aerodynamics. You're not just hovering in one spot, you're covering real ground at real speed for hours on end. Compare this to typical helicopters in its class. Many top out at around 250 to 300 nautical miles with full payloads. The MD-564's enhancements, from 6-blade rotors to FADEC control, push it beyond those limits, giving pilots a sense of freedom and flexibility that most rotorcraft simply can't match. It's like upgrading from a compact car to a sports sedan in the air. Same basic concept. But suddenly the distance, power, and endurance feel limitless. And here's the kicker. For operators who need both speed and range, this capability means fewer stops, more efficiency, and the ability to reach places that were previously borderline. Whether it's utility work, patrol, or long-distance transport, the MD-564 doesn't just compete, it dominates. Here's where things get truly wild. The MD-564 can hover out of ground effect, HOGE, at altitudes up to 14,500 feet. That's huge because many small planes start losing lift and performance as they climb into thinner air. Pilots quickly realize that in hot, high, mountainous environments, this helicopter doesn't just survive, it thrives. Hot and high performance isn't just a bragging point, it's a game changer. Imagine flying over the Rockies, the Andes, or the Himalayas in a helicopter that can lift its full payload without gasping for air. That ability comes from a combination of rotor efficiency, engine power, and FADEC control, all tuned to give maximum lift where it counts most. For small planes, climbing past certain altitudes often means slower climbs, reduced payload, or even safety risks. The MD-564 doesn't just maintain performance, it keeps speed, control, and power consistent, giving pilots confidence where others are limited. In practical terms, this means reaching remote locations, performing high-altitude rescues, or running missions that would ground most light aircraft. It's another reason why this helicopter isn't just fast. It's versatile, fearless, and capable in conditions that would slow down or stop conventional planes.
At ease and transition them to whatever aircraft they need to go to. The MD-530F is a proven platform.
And here's where the MD-564 shows it's not just fast, it's smart. Speed and performance are amazing, sure, but what good is raw power if you can't actually use it without bleeding cash? That's where this helicopter pulls ahead of the pack. MD estimates direct operating cost savings of $150,000 to $250,000 per year compared to similar helicopters. That's serious money, enough to keep your operations flying longer, faster, and more often without breaking the bank. Think about it from an operator's perspective. You've got a bird that can outrun small planes, lift heavier loads, and keep going for hours. Now imagine doing all that while spending significantly less on fuel, maintenance, and engine wear. Those cost savings aren't just nice numbers on a sheet. They directly impact how pilots fly and plan missions. You can push the MD-564 harder, fly longer stretches, and maximize its speed advantages because you're not constantly worrying about operating costs. It's the kind of efficiency that turns high-performance engineering into something practical. A helicopter might have the fastest rotors in the world, but if you can only afford to fly it sparingly, it doesn't matter. The MD-564 flips that narrative, combining performance with economics so operators get real-world speed and usability, not just specs on paper. In short, the MD-564 doesn't just go fast. It stays fast in the real world, where every hour in the air counts.
It's a pilot's machine. It's the sports car of helicopters, and every helicopter pilot out there knows it. Every time I get someone in there, they're sold on it.
And here's where the MD-564 really flips the script. Let's get one thing straight. Helicopters don't work like planes. Fixed-wing aircraft generate lift from their wings, slicing through the air. The faster they go, the more lift they get. Helicopters? They rely entirely on rotors spinning overhead, pulling the aircraft up and forward at the same time. That fundamental difference is why people automatically assume planes are faster and helicopters are slow, clunky machines. But here's the twist. Modern rotorcraft, like the MD-564, are closing that speed gap in ways that would have seemed impossible decades ago. Helicopters can accelerate forward until the retreating blade, the one spinning against the direction of flight, starts to stall. That used to be a hard limit, but with pioneering rotor designs, 6-bladed main rotors, and high-power engines, the MD-564 pushes that boundary far higher than previous models. Consider the MD-500 series as a baseline. These older models already cruise around 135 knots, faster than a lot of small planes. Now imagine taking that already impressive platform and upgrading it with FADEC-controlled Rolls-Royce power, more efficient rotor systems, and aerodynamic tweaks. The result? A helicopter that doesn't just hover or shuttle short distances. It flies with the kind of forward speed and efficiency that makes small planes sweat. The common misconception that helicopters are inherently slow just doesn't hold up anymore. Structural design improvements, the power margin from stronger engines, and rotor sophistication all work together to give the MD-564 speed, stability, and precision. Pilots report that it handles predictably even at high cruise speeds, with smooth airflow over the rotors and tail keeping everything under control. In short, the helicopter's evolution has made it a vertical flight competitor, not just a utility craft. This is why the MD-564 isn't just a fast helicopter. It's a machine that reshapes expectations about what vertical flight can do, making speed, maneuverability, and real-world usability all work in harmony. From smart engineering to powerful engines and advanced rotors, the MD-564 isn't just redefining helicopter performance. It's reshaping expectations of what vertical flight can achieve, blurring lines with traditional fixed-wing speed while keeping the unmatched flexibility of rotorcraft. So, what's your take? Drop it in the comments and hit like if you're blown away.